going back and forth of, am I giving up? Am I not chasing the dream as much as I need to? Am I confused about what path I'm trying to be on as well? There's a lot of thoughts in this process because I've always said it, like when I was a child, I never really thought I could make it to the next level. And then when I decided I could make it to the next level, then I did that. And so every stage of my life, once I decided I was going to make it to the next level, I did that. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show, and I'm so glad that you decided to come back for more. So what's up? What's up is sometimes you just gotta turn the camera on and just get to it. On my mama, we lit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. I just came from therapy and another apartment tour, so I've been at the house all day, and I don't really know what the fuck going on, y'all. I really don't. I couldn't tell you. The glasses are back on, so I'll be aware of the glare, but I couldn't tell you. So honestly, who knows what's gonna come out of my mouth today? But so what happened was in therapy, I talked about the relationships with men and how a lot of weird ass shit just happens. You know what I'm saying? It just happens to me. And it's like, what is that for? Who is this for? So we did talk about that. I don't know. I've been on 3, I believe, apartment tours now. The first one was a bit ghetto, and I won't be back there. The second one was like, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what else is out there. This one I just went on today, it was cool again, but it's like the one I seen before, similar vibes, but for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like, I don't like apartment shopping. I don't really like shopping in general usually. So like I would rather pick an apartment and get to it. But I know that's dumb and that's not smart. You know what I'm saying? Over here we're a bit smarter. So yeah. So I went, it was cool, but like it cost more and it's the same, it gave same caliber energy. The only difference is one of them didn't have a washer and dryer. And you know what? This is me looking for my first ever space on my own. On my own. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not bougie and I'm not also not in the place to be acting bougie. You know what I'm saying? But the thing for me is really having somewhere to call my own. And this comes with the plan A, plan B schemes that I got going on. Plan A is overseas still. But I got timetables, right? I got timetables. And plan B is my apartment, but I am also a person who likes to plan for the future. Even though I can't control it, even though Big Dog is probably up there laughing at me, but it's giving like faith without works is dead. But I also feel like I'm doing a lot of the work. I just need a bit more faith right now in what the next sitch is gonna be in my life. Um, I find things frustrating because it's like I want to do things. I'm pretty like, I don't move quickly in the steps of my life that I'm trying to go, but once I've decided that I'm gonna do something, or this is one of the goals of mine, I want it to happen ahora mismo. You know what I'm saying? And it gets hard for me because I feel like I get in these patterns of like I'm working, and I'm just trying to see the fruits of my labor. And then I do that all the time, and I can't even see how far I've come or like all the good stuff that I've already done. So, like, this apartment searching is like, I need it, or I'm looking for something, I'm searching for something, and I'm like excited to do it, but at the same time, there's a sadness because there's like a next stage of life, there's a next phase of life. And I don't know if I even want to say sadness, but not a sadness that, um, I'm talking this out in real time because I told you I just hopped on here and I don't know what's going on, but the sadness of basketball player coming to a close because I didn't choose it, right? And because I have this determination of like, if I want it, then I'm gonna have it because God said so, and this is the type of life. Like, I just have a certain drive, right? And then it's like going back and forth of, am I giving up? Am I not chasing the dream as much as I need to? Am I confused about what path I'm trying to be on as well? There's a lot of thoughts in this process because I've always said it like when I was a child, I never really thought I could make it to the next level. And then when I decided I could make it to the next level, then I did that. And so every stage of my life, once I decided I was going to make it to the next level, I did that. And I think that in this stage, I decided that I was going to continue to try to make it to the next level, and I haven't done that. And I'm not a quitter, and it feels like quitting. And it also feels like motherfuckers is doubting me, and you guys don't believe in me. And that's one of my like main drives is like, if you don't believe in me, I'm gonna show you why you should have, right? But if I don't even have the opportunity to do that, how am I gonna feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna feel? And then I'm like, is that just an ego thing? Like, is it an ego thing happening here where you're trying to just prove people wrong, or are you trying to prove yourself wrong? What is happening here? So there's this like turmoil of thoughts continuously happening with this basketball while simultaneously being happy for a new transition in life as well. And it's like the goal has always been to be this large public speaker and give back to the certain youth that I came from and show you that this is what happens when you put the pedal to the metal, when you're determined, when you have faith, when you believe in God, of what can happen in your life. And then I'm like, so how I'm supposed to do that if I stop doing basketball? But then it's also like, at the same time, I want to do basketball. That still is my plan A. It's like, God, if you say it's over, then I'm okay with that as well. I'm okay with that because I know that my purpose is larger than basketball. That's why I'm okay with it. But then at the same time, it's like, I feel like I could be out there. I could be in the league. I could do this. They got expansion coming. Like, there's an opportunity for me out there. I know there is. But then I'm struggling with the faith piece of it all and trying to uh, maintain this drive without seeing any production from it. Because now it's now been a whole year. Or has it been more than a year? No, it's now been a whole year since I've actually played in a real basketball game. Like, since I've been a professional, it's been a whole year. And then I see these stories and you get waived, you this and that, and you've been grinding this whole time, you finally get your opportunity. I feel like that's me too. And then there's just something in me that is like, I feel like it's Big Dawg. I'm like, Big Dawg, am I hearing you? Am I understanding you? Yes or no? And I just feel like I go back and forth. I'm like, am I understanding what you're trying to say? Am I picking up what you're putting down or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, state it plain to me, but I don't know if my prayers aren't specific enough. I don't know if I'm hitting the right angle. I don't know if Big Dawg is like, this is one of them things. Like, I'm not gonna just tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot going on because I don't want to be chasing something that God didn't destine for me to do. And I also don't want to put it down if God told me to keep going. And as of late, and all these times, I felt like God has continuously told me to keep going. But I'm getting discouraged, if I'm honest. If I'm honest, I'm discouraged right now. And the only thing that's helped me, if I'm honest, not be fully discouraged is being able to show my guy what it's like to put the work in, what it's like to work hard, and see what's going to happen. And I try not to talk negatively, or because I like to be realistic. I don't like to play around with, you know, if it ain't realistic, if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But if it is, it is. You know what I'm saying? So there's like a realm of faith that's, Mike Todd like talked about crazy faith, that it has to be delusional. And I think I struggle with the delusional piece because I'm like, I don't know how to get to the faithfulness of delusion. And I think I had it at one point, and I think I'm struggling. So I think in my prayers, I've just been recently saying, like, help me have the faith. Help me keep the faith. And I've been on my grind. You know what I'm saying? I just started a new lift. I'm in the gym. I do it. I do this. It's a routine. It's like when they talk about you get a routine and you get disciplined versus wanting to do it. I'm disciplined, so I do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm disciplined because I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing and this is what I should be doing to get where I want to go. And taking my little mentee to the gym has been very helpful to me at this point. And it's like, he's gonna go off to college. Who gonna help me? Nobody. So it's been a luxury, right? It's been a great luxury to be able to have him be with me for however long it's been. For the most part, like majority of the days, it's been me and him at the gym lifting, working out, da 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 da, sauna, all of the above, stretching, everything, right? To be able to show him how to do that, and it's like I'm doing the things that weren't showed to me. But how am I gonna feel? Or not how am I gonna feel? It's just gonna be way harder. And it's going to be way harder without him. I've gotten the luxury of being with him and having somebody be able to watch me, do this. Whereas the whole time I was doing it alone, and this is the first time ever that I've had somebody to constantly do it with. And yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. So I'm trying to figure that out, and I really struggle when it feels like there's no belief in me. But at the same time, it's a struggle with myself. Because it's like at the core, I'm going to bet on me every time and I believe in me. But then I throw in the realistic part and I'm like, well, this shit ain't jumping for real. It's not jumping. What you gonna do? And that's the survival instinct in me, and always wanted to be secure, but the lifestyle isn't secure. So, yeah, man. Yeah. That's really that on that. I really got into it. So maybe the title will be something that got to do with basketball or transitioning. I don't know. And I'm just in a transition phase, right? I've been living with Calais, for like, is it 2 years? Almost a year? A year? I've been living with her for a year, and I'm outgrowing my space. You know what I'm saying? I'm outgrowing it. I'm growing into Colorado, but the yearning that I've had since a child of having my own space and being able to accomplish that is something that I can't shake. I cannot shake. And she's like, because I would like to say I'm a pretty solid roommate, if I do say so myself. Do I be messy sometimes? Yeah. I ain't perfect, but I'm a pretty solid roommate. People fuck with me. And she says, I'm like, well, what if, maybe we wait a little bit? And I said, hey, simply put, I have a plan. And I hate when I have a plan and those plans get disrupted. I don't like it. And she goes, fair enough. And I'm just like, that's how I get. I'm agitated. When I have a plan for my day, when I have a plan for my future, and it doesn't do what I planned it to do. And this is probably why basketball is frustrating me so much, because it's like I have a plan. And that was the plan. And that is the plan right now. So what happens when that plan changes? The agitation is greater. But no, because I have a plan B. So I kind of got two plans going. But at the end of the day, the plan is the plan. So I don't want it to change, right? We got two options here. We don't got 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't got that many options in my head, right? In God's opinion, he probably like, I don't know who told you that bullshit. I don't know who told you that. You making shit up in your head. I didn't say that. But it's like, but did you though? Like, did you say that? God? Like, did you say that? Right. So that's what's been happening. Tired. That's always happening. And just, I'm gonna be 26. I'm gonna have a birthday. Summer's gonna be over. Like, where does the time go? Day by day, when I have a routine and I have a plan, seems like the days just fly by, fly by, fly by, because I'm always having a plan of what, I always have a plan of what my life is supposed to look like. And will I be agitated if it doesn't look like how I want it to look? Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna say yeah. Could that change? I mean, from a child, I've always had the idea of the end, like the end of what it's looking like, or this highest peak of what it's gonna look like, and we just really gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see, cause Big Dog really ain't told me nothing directly yet. Where I'm like, oh, I don't know, y'all. So now what? Walk by faith, not by sight. It's not as much as faith without works is dead right now, because I have the works. I ain't got no problem with that. I have the works, but it's continuing to try to walk by the faith and not what I see in my view right now. So now what? I need an abundance of faith, an abundance of prayer, and something to just pick my spirits up, because I'm in an autopilot mode where the work is there, but the faith needs to be more faithful, and I'm working on that. And I just continue to ask God to give me the faith until I have it on my own. Yeah, it's like I think everybody, or a lot of people in this age range, like the 20s, mid 20s, I'm getting on the other side of mid 20s, right? This like crisis of what your life is gonna look like, and oh, I'm behind, and oh, I should be here, and oh, I should be there, and how do I get here? And I think I'm in that. I'm talking about in it. I'm talking about in it. Okay, so that's really what it is right now. I just need the faith. I need the Lord to give me the faith and continue to pour into me that whatever happens is gonna happen and it's all gonna work out. I have it on the basis of me, at the center of me, at the core of me, but the constant everyday me is very monotonous, very stoic, very getting through the days. Not getting through the days. I enjoy my days still. Not too much, you know what I'm saying? But like the journey. It's about the journey. The destination will come. So that is really, so now what? So I have a question. How big is your faith right now? They say you need a faith of a mustard seed, and I think mine is about the size of a mustard seed right now. It's about the size of a mustard seed. But that's what they said. All you need, the words say that's all you need. And that's all I got right now. I don't got the crazy faith right now. just the mustard seed. It's that teensy amount. And then we talk about the power of the tongue. And I'm trying to speak more life into my life and my situation and my future and what's going to happen with me. So what are some things that you say to yourself to speak life into it and not negativity? If you got crazy faith right now, why is that? If you got a faith of a mustard seed right now, why is that? You got no faith right now? Why is that? Are you in a transition period right now too? Cause girl, let them know, yeah, man. So yeah, man. This episode, I have no idea what it was about really yet. I'll have to watch it back and figure it out. But those are the questions I have, and this might have been a quicker episode, but this is all I got. This is all I got. But once again, it's been another episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for letting me be vulnerable. Thank you for letting me be honest. Thank you for coming back for more. Get at me.